I'm a jitterbug boy on a suicide, resting on my laurels, and my heart is too. Like a Riley on a swing shift, yeah, it's that old sin. Running horses and slow causes, and what's a showbiz too? I see the Wabash cannonball, baby, I've done it all. 'Cause I slept with the lions, Marilyn Monroe, had breakfast in the eye of a hurricane, got drunk with Louis Armstrong. It was that old song, man. That's all Mickey Mantle every goddamn fucking knows. I for Rocky Marciano, here with Marilyn Monroe, buried $100 bills. I eat a mulligan soup. So a little bit of Tom Waits to start this out. But this is a follow-up to my review of the Epifoam stagebird a few years down the line. Without a cold, and and the voice in decent order. First of all, let me give a very heartfelt thanks to the over 700 people who have decided to take my word for it, have a look at my little video, my little informal look at this beautiful banjo. Some great comments on it. I've read them all, even if I haven't answered them all. Sometimes that's a bit difficult to do. But a few years down the line, one came up this morning and I thought I could answer that unbiasedly now. Tuning. It depends where you keep it. It depends on the elements, how hot the room is, how cold the room is, whether you've got a good case. I mean, you can see this is the same banjo. It's been gigged, it's had a few knocks, still as great as ever. The action is perfect. I've had the strings it came with on for all this time. I've never changed the strings. And some of them are going. Some of them are having the screaming abdabs now, the so-called experts. Oh, you've got to change your strings if somebody looks at them the wrong way. Oh, dear. Oh, rubbish. I want my money's worth out of my strings. And I tell you, they're still sounding good, aren't they? Go on, admit it. They are. And for the music I play, you know, a lot of dark blues and jazz and the old-time music. As long as your strings are working. Doesn't matter. They still sound great. They are still sounding absolutely perfect. And the plectrum helps. This is kind of a medium thickness. This is a Jim Dunlop standard guitar pick. I'm hoping you can see that. Not too thin. You don't want it too thin because then your sound is too bright for me. And not too thick because then it's too dark. If you can find, you know, about the same thickness as you will play the guitar with, is perfectly fine. Of course, you can see I've got my capo on here, but that's just because of the key I'm singing. As with any string instrument, you may need to retune when you use a capo. Oh, sorry, capo for our American friends. But, you know, you've got to expect that. Bottom line is, for the price, for everything else, this is a superb banjo. The Epifoam stagebird, or Epifoam Gibson, as some people call them. Sometimes straight up Gibson. I've not tried any of the Deering 6-string banjos. Some of them sound awesome, some of them don't sound anywhere near as good as this. If I had a criticism, and there has to be one, right? I'm not too keen on the armrest. For me, it's a little bit uncomfortable. That could be fixable. Could be lowered slightly. There is a bolt and screw here to do that, but I'm not very good with tools, etc. And to be honest, I figure the least work you have to do with an instrument, the better. You can see one of the screws here for the resonator. The head of the screw is slightly damaged. Just there, but you know, that's the knocks of gigging and everything else. I have gigged this instrument professionally a few times, and it sounded amazing. Well, giving you a bit of blues and jazz, I'm going to leave you with a little bit of old-time music. Thank you so much for looking at my video. I thought maybe all my friends and family would look at it. I had no idea 700 people would be so interested. Thank you so much. You made my day. Cheers. Now Dooley was a good old man, lived below the mill. Dooley had 2 daughters and a 40-gallon still. One gal watched the water, the other watched the spout. Mama corked the bottles when old Dooley fetched them out. Dooley slipping in my holler, Dooley trying to make $1. Dooley, give me a smile and I'll pay you back someday. Woman folk looked sorry and men stood around and cried. Now Dooley's on a mountain, lies there all alone. Put a jug beside him and a barrel for a stone. Dooley stepping up a holler, Dooley trying to make $1. Dooley, give me a swallow and I'll pay you back someday. And I'll pay you back someday. And for all you banjo enthusiasts, very quickly before I go, my good friend and fellow banjo player, Patrick Costello. Yes, thank you. Some people outside listening. That's never happened before. Thank you. Patrick Costello, old friend of mine and banjo playing colleague, has released his new book, his 9th book, friends, believe it or not. I couldn't even write 1 book, let alone 9. But this guy has done it. Yes, he's something special, I can tell you, is Patrick. He's absolutely committed to the banjo, in all seriousness. He's a great guy, great interview. We did an interview a couple of years back. And I recommend you check out his book. Just go to dailyfrail.com or frailingbanjo.com, something like that. You can find his YouTube channel, Dobro33H. I think it's frailingbanjo.com, not dailyfrail.com. So frailingbanjo.com, that's where you go. And Patrick's done a 6-string banjo video too, with a beautiful old Vega banjo. So check that out. Till next time, keep picking, keep grinning.
Stop recording video.